Mhm.
Don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
I'm Stephanie,
I'm Helen.
and this is Don't Be a Loser for the Love of God. And now you see why I do the Don't Be a Loser and Helen does for the love of God.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yes, yes. Speaking of favorite parts, I do have to bring up this funny story for those of us who might need a laugh this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Mm.
Um, I don't know if it was last weekend or the prior weekend. It was pretty recently, and I was looking, you're just being nosy, and your friend had texted you.
It was last weekend when we went out for lunch and a little shopping.
And I looked over and I was like, she had written something, 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 my sweet friend, something, something, something. And I was like, does she does she really know you? Is this text for you?
That was the funniest thing. You're like, is that really for you? It was so
Yeah, you're like,
funny.
yeah, no, it's for me.
Yeah, that's mine. That's what she calls me.
I don't
Yeah.
know what our other friends are saying, but
Oh. I'm not used to having anyone think of me as their sweet friend, but I'll take it.
smart, wonderful, accomplished, beautiful,
Yeah.
sweet, not
Not
necessarily.
really but that's okay. She's a very devoted Christian woman. And so she sees the good in everybody. And so so she's determined to call me her sweet friend, which
She
I
sees your
respect.
your sweet interior.
Yeah, she must. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, no, she's an awesome lady. I love her. And yeah. So I take it, and when I do see her text calling me that, I do
Uh-huh.
smile and I do chuckle a little bit because I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm your friend. Absolutely, I'm your friend, but I don't think I'm your sweet friend. Oh,
Well, and in other news, along sweetness,
yes.
how was your Halloween?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really great. We went trick-or-treating around our neighborhood and Sabri
Hmm.
got tons of candy, which he doesn't eat. So we went through it all and he picked up the ones that he wanted and we're going to be donating the rest. And, of course, mommy and daddy picked out a few of their favorites. So, we've got those I've got my Snickers in the freezer and, James likes the Reese's peanut butter cup. So
Me too.
yeah, yeah. So we got those. Yeah, but then we'll be donating the rest to one of my girlfriends. She is amazing. Oh my gosh, such an amazing woman. She does a lot of charity work
Hmm.
especially around the holidays. And she asked if we had any leftover candy because she's putting together stockings for foster kids and she
Oh,
wanted to put the candy in the stockings and I'm like you can have all the candy for that purpose. So
what a great idea.
yeah, yeah. So she's just such a phenomenal woman. Every kid gets so much stuff just
Hmm.
because she doesn't want them, especially they're not just the little kids. She really specializes in making sure that the teens in the foster care system that she's in, that she takes care of. Um,
Hmm.
she's heavily involved in the sheriff's youth ranch
Okay.
in Pinellas County. So she makes sure that all the kids there get something. And, she has a special heart for the teenagers
Yes.
in the foster care system because in her, as she said, she was there forgotten. And,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, they really are because you don't think about them. You always think of little babies, you think of little kids, but once they hit teenage years, you really don't thinking about it because you're
Hmm.
assuming, oh, they're taken care of, they're with a family or something, but not all of them are. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, so I give her other things as well. Like I make a financial donation towards
Hmm.
what I call her mission, and
Hmm.
making sure that these kids are taken care of. And she and her husband are both phenomenal. They do emergency fostering, which means that
Wow.
I can call her at like 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, we have 3 kids under 5. The mom is in jail. Can we bring them to you? And so she's
Right.
like, yep, come on over. And
Wow.
yeah. just phenomenal, amazing, amazing people. So yeah. She's also someone you would not call your sweet friend.
She sounds like a strong, kind, smart friend as well.
Yes, she is. She and I
Hmm.
get along extremely well, and we have a lot of similarities, and we laugh a lot when when we're together, and but yeah, yeah, she's a wonderful, wonderful human being.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah. All
So.
right. So,
So, few interesting topics, Well, and we just had my stepson and my stepdaughter-in-law's baby shower for their first baby boy.
oh, congratulations.
Yes, and something they did that was really cute, and I'm telling this too. Well, one, because it was cute, and another reason is that people should steal this idea. Because a lot of times I think they play like hokey games at showers, and I don't think any adults want to do that,
Yeah.
and they had white onesies in a couple different sizes with stencils and fabric markers that you could decorate. And people
Yeah.
were having fun with it. Like the kids loved it, but the adults were really getting into it and laughing about it too. And some were just doing freestyle. And it was a really cute thing because, the babies use a lot of onesies, especially at first, and they weren't all the same, 0 to 3 months. There were several
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really
That
cool.
is cute. Yeah, my niece did that for her baby shower
Uh-huh.
um, a year or so ago because Theodore is was born in August. So yeah, so last year, you know, mid early summer or whenever it was. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they did the baby shower and they did that as well. So there was a bunch of onesies, different colors and markers and sticker, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it was that they had. So everyone could design a onesie or and a bib. They
Oh,
did
that's cute
bibs.
too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they did the bibs. And so of course I did mine saying, I love Helto Helen and Helto means auntie. So,
Yeah, we had my granddaughter did something like well, she drew several, and one of them said something like your cousin is always with you, and she wrote it. And then my grandson was trying to spell Gavin, and I said Gavin, and N and M sound a lot
oh
alike. So
yeah.
he has one that says Gavin.
Hey, I like it.
It's personalized. It's cute.
You know what? It's a one of a kind.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got
no one
character.
else is going to have that. It's going to be a collector's piece one day.
Yep. Made with a lot of love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. Very, very cool. Um, and to some other things in the news.
Yeah.
That was not the most subtle segue, but
All
there we
right, we'll go
go.
with it. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
But wait, but before that, I'm glad that you had a good time at the baby shower.
Yes, me too. And it was a co-ed one, and Tom was not too excited about that, but I think he made the best of it. They didn't end up smoking cigars, but some of the guys watched football in the bar area of the
Oh,
restaurant.
college football. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get the whole co-ed baby shower thing. Why do guys want to go to baby showers now?
Things are different, and maybe it's just
I mean,
what we're used to, and then, younger people aren't used to that. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't get it. It's like go do something manly.
You
Don't
mean
go to a
coloring a
baby.
onesie is not manly?
Yeah, don't go to a baby shower. I don't know. It's like,
Tom did not want to color a onesie. But
well,
then
good for
after,
Tom.
well, after everyone did it, he finally did a freestyle one,
Okay.
and his name is Pops. And so he wrote on one Pops as tops. Yeah. So
I
pretty
can dig
cute.
it. That's very much in line with my I love Proto Helen.
Yeah, yeah. So it was pretty cute.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Representing himself there. I love.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome. Yeah, but that is a cute idea,
it
and
is.
I hadn't seen anyone do it before with like when my niece did her baby shower.
Hmm.
It was a really cute idea and people had a great time with it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. I like the bib in there too, just
Yeah, the bib was great. Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah. Well, something also that happened this Halloween weekend, and I don't know if you saw this, it was newer, but Kash Patel posted on X that the FBI stopped a potential terrorist plot in Michigan on Halloween weekend.
Yes.
And it was ISIS inspired, and radical suspects were 16 to 21 years old. and the plan was referred to as Pumpkin Day.
Kill them all.
Well, I'm glad that they were able to stop it.
Seriously, what's wrong with these people? Oh, we lost your camera.
Oh, how do I get it back? Is it still gone? Oh, because I wrote on it. Technical difficulties. That was part of my, these are my notes, and I was gonna,
User error?
yeah, yeah,
It's
I
okay.
meant to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't understand. Did they, are they US citizens, these 16 to 20-year olds? Are they, where are they from?
Right. I mean, radical.
If they're ISIS inspired, we know where
Yeah.
ISIS is from. ISIS is in the Middle East. And
hmm
what were they trying to, what were they targeting? Do they know? Did they say?
I don't know that yet. I don't know if they know if they've released it. I'm just glad they were able to stop it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, thank God they were able to figure it out and stop it
hmm
before anything bad happened. But that's just one, right? There's probably others planning the same thing. And
hmm
I'm sure that they're aware of them and they're stopping them as well. But maybe this one was more publicized simply because of the day and the age of the idiots that were going to do it. But yeah, I mean, that's so ridiculous. Like, what's wrong with these kids? What's wrong with these
Right.
people? It's like, I don't know. To me, if they're here because of immigration, visas, what have you, send them back to their countries. They hate this country. Go back, please. Just go back.
Right.
Go back to where you're going to be happy. You're not happy here. Go find someplace you are going to be happy. We don't need to
hmm
have you here. No one said, "Hey, please come." No one knocked on the door and begged you to come here. Now, if they're born in this country and they're still this way, then there's bigger problems. Where is their environment? Where are they learning this?
hmm
Again, why? Go
Right.
somewhere else. Go. Don't kill
Yeah.
innocent people. Just leave. Go someplace else that makes you happy. Go someplace else that has the rules that you feel should be lived. And
Right.
we don't need you here. Quite frankly, we don't want you here. If this is who you are, why would we
Right.
want that?
Right.
You know, but yeah, really, really sad. But Cash Patel is awesome.
I think so too.
He's bringing some dignity back to the FBI and putting some trust back into that three-letter organization. And yeah, so I love him. Yeah, he's phenomenal. So
I
thank you,
agree.
Mr. Patel.
Exactly. Well, and another uh, disturbing
Mhm.
headline, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Um, I'm probably going to butcher it, even though I hear it all the time. Zohran Mandani,
Oh yeah, yeah.
he won the Democratic primary for the New York mayor, and
Yep.
some of his stances are
Okay.
city-run grocery stores, defunding the police, stopping ICE, abolishing medical bills and all private health insurance,
Right.
and freezing rent prices.
New York has rent control.
hmm
Um, I don't know how he does any of these other things. Those are all idiotic list of things he's going to do. I don't know how you do any of that. Okay, let's defund the police. We've seen what happens in other places when they defund the police. It
hmm
turns into chaos. It turns into a shit show. And yeah, I don't know. Like, especially New York City, the crime there is already horrible. So yeah, let's defund the police so that things are even worse. That's awesome. Yeah. Did you say city-run grocery stores?
Yep, city-run grocery stores. What do you think of that?
That's stupid. It's
I have some thoughts
communism.
on it as well.
Why,
But
why, why, why do people want communism? I don't understand this. Why is
well,
here's the thing. Anyone with anyone with half a brain cell, if this guy
hmm
wins, and if they have any kind of money, would be moving out. They're not going to run for
right,
there because they know that their taxes are going to go crazy. They're going to be
Mhm.
paying more for everything. Why? They don't have to live in New York City for, if they want to live in a communist place, they can go somewhere else and probably quite frankly, probably be safer than New York City, given New York's crime rate and the way that it's going. But yeah, no, I don't understand the whole city-run grocery store system. I don't know how you implement that.
Well,
Um,
you mean when if things are too expensive or they're not easily brought in, they're just out of it. Like in Florida, we're all familiar with it when there's a hurricane and things are just out. And that's how the grocery store would be all the time. And then what you can get would be super overpriced, bruised, bad quality, old, whatnot.
could be, could be, or that the people who, or it's subsidized again by taxes.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it just makes no sense how they, yeah. And then abolishing what? Medical bills?
So abolishing medical bills and all private health insurance.
So then again, he wants a state-run health insurance system. So again, communism. And yeah, so and then what are the other things?
Well, to
We
go
touch
back to
on
that, so what will happen with that is it just like in other countries where the doctors and the quality of care is so poor that
that.
people go elsewhere, or just the very, very rich can get the appointment. And if you're a certain age, they say, "Oh, well, you're 50. You don't need cancer treatment."
There's no R, it's based on ROI. What's their return on investment?
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, it's okay. What were the other things? Did I touch on them all?
Freezing rent prices, you said that's kind of already there,
Yeah,
which I don't have a lot
New
on
York is
that.
notorious with rent control. Yeah, they have probably the most aggressive rent control system in the country. So give me,
I don't have much of an opinion on that because I mean, my friend has that, and then I think I've heard about it on TV or
yeah,
movies.
no,
You
but
know what
I'm
I
saying
mean?
like that one I don't care so much about because it exists already.
Hmm.
So
It's not a change. Yeah, that's a good
no,
point.
unless but I don't know what his plan is. No, I mean, and this guy just, and people are so not really understanding. This guy is extremely wealthy. He's not like an up and comer. His
Hmm.
family has a lot of money. They live in a compound. They've got millions upon millions of dollars. So he's not like a common, everyday man. He
Hmm.
comes from a very privileged life.
Hmm.
And so, he's not the hero that people think that he is. But yeah, no, he's very radical with
Hmm.
his, pro-communism. He's Muslim, and so he's very heavily pro-Muslim, pro-Islam, things like that. It would be a disaster for New York if they do elect him as mayor.
I agree.
But as we know, that's a very, very liberal blue city.
Hmm.
And we know what that means. They don't think. They
Or I
just
mean, it
they're
sounds.
going with they're going with like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Let's not put any thought behind how this is all going to happen and what the cost would be. Yeah,
Right.
free rent, free medical, free groceries, free rent, free this, free that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, woo. And it's like
Hmm.
nothing is free. That's what people don't understand. Nothing is free. There is
Right.
a cost to it. But
Right.
what's the price you're willing to pay for the sense of having all these free things?
Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that he's even gotten as far as he has. But again, I'm not surprised he has because it is New York City. It's New York City. Yeah.
Well, and then I also have been hearing this on social media. I'll wait till you're done. Okay,
Yeah.
drinking your tea so you don't accidentally spit it out.
Oh, yay.
But some New Yorkers are voting for Mamdani because they think he's good looking.
Again, liberal logic. These people are really geniuses.
I mean,
Well, that's what
wow.
people said about Obama. A lot of people said they voted for him because he was young, he was handsome, he was charismatic, he was this, he was that. He was that one of the absolute worst presidents we ever had. You know, I didn't think anyone could be worse, but then we had Joe Biden. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Really? That's what you're gonna go with?
Mm-hmm.
So all style, no substance. Got it. Geniuses right
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not surprised. And again, they get what they deserve. You get what you deserve. You want to vote for him for all these silly reasons? That's your right to vote for him for those silly reasons. But then
Right.
don't complain when things aren't the way that you think they were going to be, because what he's promising you and what he's going to deliver are very different things. It's not what you
And,
think.
and Florida's full unless you're using me as your realtor.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah. We don't want you to come here either. So here you are, but unless you do use Stephanie, an amazing real estate agent. But,
Thank you, thank you. But
yeah,
I think that's what happens is sometimes, people vote these things in with pie in the sky ideas, and then they get put in place and they want to get away from it. But then often they come here and want to vote the same way here
yeah, yeah. No, we
rather
don't
than
need
learn,
that.
hey, that didn't work.
Yeah, no, Florida doesn't need any more of those people to come down, the blue
Right.
state people to come down. If you're coming down because you really do want to live in a freer state where, there's definite opportunity, there's a different lifestyle, there's more, give and take, if you will, on,
Hmm.
you can do your thing, I can do my thing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely. Come
Hmm.
on down. But if you want to get away from that nasty craziness, but then want to bring it here, please no. No, thank you. I think we're
Right.
good.
Yeah.
We have enough of those in here. Yeah, we don't need any more of those types of people.
Well, and this almost seems old, but I think it's still going on a little bit, but I think it's interesting. Those of you still playing the drinking game, take a drink. The big, beautiful ballroom with Trump's own money and sponsors versus numerous other presidents using taxpayer money
Yeah.
to alter the White House is still a topic of conversation.
Yeah, because they've got nothing else to talk about. So, yeah, it's like good for him. Yeah, great. He was like, yeah, we would have a tent. Like we
I,
would host these things in a tent. And I was like, really? I didn't know that. You
I,
know,
I think it makes so much sense to have a
yeah.
ballroom for
No,
visiting
I'm surprised the
dignitaries
White
and
House doesn't
events.
have one. You would think that
Right.
they would. And
Mm-hmm.
they probably do, but maybe not one that's big enough to hold the things, the events, the state dinners, the whatever it is. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like we put up a tent. This is the way he said it. I was dying of laughter.
I mean, a tent also, I mean, there's four seasons there
Yeah.
and security. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem that safe to have people just outside. Well, I mean, there's a tent, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem like a good
Yeah.
idea to me.
No, it doesn't matter. It's like he even said it. He goes, I could cure cancer. And they would say, no, we love our cancer. Don't take our cancer away from us. It's like, oh, how dare you cure cancer? What gives you the
Right,
right to make me cancer free? So no matter what the guy does, it doesn't matter.
right,
They're going to object. They're going to, have their temper tantrums. They're going to complain. They're going to whine. They're going to cry. And they're just going to make themselves look stupid, like we know they are, and absolutely ridiculous over something that really is, they should be happy about.
right.
Yeah.
Or if not happy, just neutral about. It's not nothing for cause of
No,
alarm.
it's like, who cares? So he wants to do that. Great, big deal. Whoop-de-doo da day. Well, I mean,
Right.
they attack Melania for everything that she does in the holidays. They were like, oh, she really didn't do anything with the Christmas decorations. That woman, you can tell her hand was all over that. It was so classy, and like, everything she does has such finesse to it. And
Hmm.
but they complain about that. They complain about everything and anything that you can think of. And it's just, who cares?
Right.
Really, you're supposed to be a journalist and that's what you're talking about? Okay. Not sure where you went to journalism school, but
Yeah. A slow news day.
yeah, it's like, wow, all right. If that's what you think is the most important thing going on in the world, then you have a sad view of the world.
Speaking of another um, comment that is a sad view and no news or just almost not even gossip, just
Mhm.
rumors or something. The former Biden press secretary, Jen Psaki, had made comments that VP JD Vance, I said dance,
I know you did.
back on the
Oh,
ballroom. Yeah. JD Vance's wife, Usha, needs saving from her marriage.
I think that people are just so sick and sad and ridiculous. And yeah, no, I don't think that woman needs to be saved from anything. She is so phenomenal, and you can just tell that he adores her. And
And she's brilliant.
she is. She is. And they have three adorable children. And yeah, he commented on it and he said, and he's like, I thank God every day, that she's with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, she can speak for herself, but I'm just going to say for myself, you know, I'm thankful. I thank God every day that she's my wife, you know.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's the thing. Like they have nothing else to talk about, so they talk about that. They said the same thing about Melania, saying that she doesn't love Trump. She doesn't really want to be with him and this and that. And it's like, you know what? Go fix your own pathetic lives and then worry about somebody else's.
Right.
Because you clearly are not right in the head.
Right.
Really, like I don't think that woman needs to be saved from anything. I think if she didn't want to be there, she wouldn't be there.
Yes. Facts. Speaker Johnson had also said something that is of note.
Okie
It's my
doke.
way to avoid saying the I word.
Yeah,
What we are witnessing is truly the end of the Democratic Party as we've noted, end quote,
I hope
which
so.
I agree.
I hope so. But what's happening is, yes, as we know it, but a more radical leftist wing of the party is emerging and
Hmm.
taking it over and wanting it to be what is considered the mainstream part of the
Hmm.
party,
Hmm.
the viewpoint of all of these radical ideas. So, yes, he is correct
Hmm.
because moderate Democrats are a dying breed. There is no, there's no place in the party for a moderate Democrat anymore. You have to
Hmm.
be this extreme leftist lunatic in order to really be a representative of what the Democrat Party stands for today. They really shouldn't call themselves the Democrats anymore. They need to come up with a new name. The Democratic Party is dead, and they need to come up with a new name for what they really are today. And stop pretending, and they need to, people need to wake up and realize, yeah, I was, people are saying, like, I was a lifelong Democrat voter. I blew down all the way. It didn't matter. You
Hmm.
couldn't do that anymore because it
Hmm.
got too extreme, got too way out there for them
Hmm.
to be able to sleep at night voting that way. And so
Right.
they either didn't vote or they voted Republican because the way Republicans are today, as we all know, is more of what Democrats were years ago.
Hmm.
And they're realizing like, you know what, that's actually the stuff I voted for 10, 20, 30 years ago
Hmm.
that Republicans are now saying, yeah, that's what I
Hmm.
still believe. And yeah, it's really, really sad the extreme on both sides, how extreme they've gotten. There are
Hmm.
like way, 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 way extreme Republicans. I get that, but that's not the core of the party is. That's still right wing, they're out there, they're
Hmm.
fringe. The Democrats, and they don't have really a strong voice. That's the thing. The
Hmm.
Democrats, the fringe, the way out there, they are the voice. They've become the voice and they've taken over the party.
Hmm.
So if you're moderate, or even if you're not, you're more leftist, you know, in there, it's still way too extreme for you.
Hmm.
And so people are saying, yeah, this is not who I was voting for, years ago. Like,
Right.
and so yeah. So yeah, of course, Speaker Johnson, he's a brilliant man. He's right.
Hmm.
But it's just because a new version of the party is emerging.
Hmm. I mean, there's old clips of, off the top of my head, former President Obama,
Mhm.
Hillary Clinton, to name a couple.
Bill
Um,
Clinton. Yep.
well, talking about how marriage is between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
I didn't see that with Bill, so I don't want to put words in his mouth. And then also about people coming over here illegally
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Bill
what to
Clinton
do
had
with
a
them.
whole thing around illegal immigrants. Yeah. He was
Hmm.
very strong anti. Same with
Hmm.
Obama. He was saying stuff that he was anti, Hillary Clinton, blah, 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 this and that. Yeah. But
Hmm.
because it's not fashionable in those
Hmm.
circles to say that anymore. So they
Right.
don't, now they're like, oh, yeah, human rights and oh, this and that. And they just have to like, and it's like, listen, losers, you are doing the same thing and saying the same thing. So what's the difference? Oh, yeah, because now Trump is doing it and he's actually doing it really well. So
Hmm.
now you're anti. Got it, got it, got it. You just have to be anything that he is pro, you have to be anti. Got it. Good.
I mean, that does seem the thing. I mean, maybe he should use, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but maybe he should use reverse psychology, see if we could get more things done.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't think he's got time for those kinds of games, but he's a busy man making things happen, keeping promises, to making, delivering on what he said he would do. So, but yeah. Yeah. Just,
And Kamala Harris
oh
says
God,
in her book and interviews that she is not done.
not done what? Finishing a sentence?
Drinking some wine. No. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, please
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
It went so well for you last time.
Right, right,
Yeah, I didn't, and God knows I'm not going to read that book or listen to any of her interviews because I just can't deal with the insanity of it all. But my understanding is, because I've read the reviews about her book and things like that, is that she blames everyone except herself for losing, same as Hillary did. Hillary did her book and she blamed everybody except herself for losing to Trump.
right, right.
And yeah, so it's just one of those crazy things where, yeah, she'll sell books, good
Oh
selling
yeah.
books. Yeah. But it's really a fiction book. It's a book of fiction. It's not really a real memoir of any kind. It's all made
Right.
up, and again, everyone is bad. She was the victim, blah, 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 this and that, and whatever. You lost. Get over it. You're a horrible, horrible candidate and you have no idea what you're doing. So yeah, I'm glad you lost. And look at the great condition our country is in now. The border is secure. We are respected all over the world. Things are
Hmm.
happening with the price of food. Inflation is going down. All this. The stock market is at the highest level. You name it. Not everything is perfect, but there are elements of goodness in every facet of our country.
Hmm. Hmm. I
And there's,
agree.
yeah, and people have hope and they're happy and they understand it's not perfect, but they understand that they have somebody who actually cares about them and wants the country to succeed.
Hmm.
So
I
what's wrong with
agree. So here's another topic of someone who doesn't want to go away.
that?
There is a new book, and to be fair, there is let me see, like a $32 version,
Oh,
but there is a deluxe signed edition of The Look, a stunning journey through Michelle Obama's style evolution in her own words for the first time with the special features, including elegant sprayed edges, gorgeous cloth bound case, and a ribbon marker. And guess how much it is on Amazon?
it's got to be hundreds.
It's $181.
For what? She was
Well, for the
not a
elegant version,
well-dressed, she was not a well-dressed first lady.
she
If I was
wasn't.
Melania Trump, I'd be like, yeah, I would be all over that. I mean, her clothes are so gorgeous and they like fit her beautifully and she just knew how to carry them. And oh my gosh,
Now, Michelle Obama did have, off the top of my head, 5 to 7 moments where she nailed it or her stylist nailed it.
color
But
stylist.
to, yeah, but to be fair, before that, we hadn't really seen a first lady who wasn't 80.
No, no, very true. Very
So,
true. No, other than, Jacqueline Kennedy.
hmm but that's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. But
Hmm
yeah. But again, she's not a style icon, not a fashion icon. I don't know, maybe to some people she is, but again, some people, Melania Trump is a literal model, and they wouldn't put her on magazine covers because she was, married to Donald Trump,
Right,
as
right.
first lady. So of course they're going to take the person on their side and herald them into something amazing. Good for her. She made the book. I'm sure it's going to sell really well for her. So yeah, so she can add that to the millions upon millions that she has while she's also still complaining about how oppressed she is and how horrible America is. So yay, go get richer and still complain that
Right.
you're in a horrible country and living a horrible life. You're just a miserable person. So go do what you want to do. Whatever.
And on her podcast, she likes to bash Barack a lot too.
Yeah, it just shows how miserable of a person she really is. Why would
Hmm
you do that to your husband? Why would you do that to anybody that you truly loved? You don't love that person.
Right,
You're using
right.
them as a way to make yourself look a certain way, maybe look
hmm
like you're a victim, or look like, oh, you're the put upon wife, or that you're strong and tough and he was weak and everything. Why would you do that to someone you really love?
Right.
Because you don't
And
love them.
to his legacy if she thought he
Yeah,
had one.
yeah. But go ahead, keep doing it. It's
Right.
hilarious because, we just laugh about it. Like, okay, yeah, look, we know he was a wuss. We know he was not a tough guy. We know that, but you don't have to make it so obvious.
I mean, he was a cigarette smoking uh basketball playing president. I have to give him
Who
kudos for
cares?
that. But I have to,
What does that
it's a
prove?
little cool.
Cigarette smoking is not cool. It gives you
Right.
cancer.
That's true. That's
Yeah, there's
true.
nothing cool about getting cancer. Um, Playing basketball, great. Trump golfs all the time. Like I just don't, that has nothing to do with your ability to be a good president.
Facts. Yes, agreed.
Basketball is a hobby,
Hmm
you know, and you didn't sign up to be a basketball player for the country. You signed up to be the president,
Right.
lead, which, I see Trump do. And Obama did it in his own way. Like his vision was to destroy the country, which he was very close to doing. And so, congratulations to him for nearly, executing his master plan of bringing the country to their knees. And Hillary, if she had won, she would have finished it. She would have implemented, which is what Joe Biden did. He didn't do anything. It was all Obama in the background and his stuff doing all the things. I mean, Joe Biden couldn't even answer a question. They're like, what kind of ice cream are you eating? Chocolate chip.
The tough questions.
Yeah, doesn't even know which one's his wife or his sister, and total insanity what they did with that guy. And I don't feel bad for him because he was a horrible person. I don't feel bad. He deserved it. You know, I have no sympathy for that man. If anyone really wants to know why, just look at how he voted his whole political career. Look how he treated Clarence Thomas. Horribly, horribly. It was just disgusting what that man did. And so, no, I don't feel bad for him that he's got some brains things going on and memory things and functional problems. Good,
Hmm
good. You're a horrible person. You deserve to have a horrible ending to your life.
Right, right.
I don't care. And that's
Well,
coming from your sweet friend.
right? That was awesome. Well timed. There's also a lot going on. I'm not sure if you're looking into it. Candace Owens was dear friends with Charlie Kirk,
Yeah.
and she's looking into his assassination. And there was, I made a note, I don't have it here in front of me, but Charlie Kirk had said something along the lines of, I'm not going to be able to finish this. I won't be here. It was almost like he had an epiphany or God spoke to him that he wasn't going to finish it. And, she had kind of said, well, it sounds like just a dream, or um, maybe that's just fear. And it turns out he was right.
Yeah, she's got a lot of thoughts on that. And
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really, to be quite honest, I haven't kept up with it just
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot there. And I have other things going on in my life as well.
Yeah.
And I love Charlie Kirk, and I think everything that he did was phenomenal. And I'm so thrilled that his wife Erica is continuing the mission and
Mm-hmm.
the story and everything that he's wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's still being done. But, Candace Owens has a way of digging into things. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what she's finding. I don't know what she's doing, what she's looking into, but if there is something to be told, she'll
Mm-hmm.
find it
Mm-hmm.
and she will share it.
Right.
So
And I mean, and it's personal because it's her friend as
yeah,
well.
she said they were really good friends. He was a mentor for her and helped her get to where she is today,
Mm-hmm.
which, and somebody's like that in your life, you don't just forget them. There's almost a sense of wanting to avenge them,
Mm-hmm.
and show the world this is what the real story is. And I'm not saying there is a different story than what we know. Most likely there's always something we don't know, especially
Right.
when it comes to government things, but
Mm-hmm.
or political, aspirations, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do know that she's not buying the official story.
Right. And she is like a dog with a bone.
She is, and she's
Mm-hmm.
not afraid. So again, right, wrong, or indifferent, she's going to keep on this until she's satisfied that she has what she considers the truth for
Mm-hmm.
what happened to her friend.
And
And
she said the only reason she would stop digging in and going through that is if Erica Kirk asked her to stop.
yes, and I think that's very respectful of her. I
Yep, I
mean,
agree.
yeah, I think she's an amazing, again, Candace Owens, amazing lady.
Mm-hmm.
Erica Kirk, amazing lady. Lots of amazing women out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that they both want to do good for the world and for
Mm-hmm.
this country and for their families. Yeah.
We have so many strong, amazing, intelligent, beautiful Republican women leaders that it
Mhm.
makes me very proud.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of strong conservative women. I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily say Republican, I say conservative because
Mm-hmm.
Republican is more of a political party. Conservative is actually what your values are.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was tempted to do the young kid thing and go 6'7", but
6, 7. Somebody's gonna go crazy with that. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
right.
Like, I don't get it. He's like, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see?
And so I said to him once, I'm like, I'm
Oh,
gonna be 5-0.
that's awesome. Oh, I was just hearing about this with the shower. Now I forgot what it was called, but it was, oh, I was getting my teeth cleaned. And she had this baby shower for her daughter, and they had like a 6 foot long grazing charcuterie table. And
Oh
she said it
yeah,
was so cool.
that
I
is
thought of you.
nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love charcuterie. I love
Yeah.
that stuff. Oh my gosh. To me, that's
Yeah.
so yummy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been to parties where all that is the meal, it's like huge table of charcuterie, like 6 feet. I think like at our church they did something, they set it up. I think it was like a 10-foot long charcuterie, grazing table, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
Neat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it had all this amazing, yummy food on it and different things, and just, I love that stuff. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
great. Yeah.
And how they place it so artfully.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah.
I like to see it. I
Yeah, I
haven't
do
seen one, I
too.
don't think, in real life, just on social media. But so
No, like I said, I've been to a few parties where they've had
mhm.
it. It's like six
Yeah,
foot table or a 10-foot table or whatever it is. They just have it. It's just gorgeous.
yes. Wow. Um, so there was also some notes that the auto pen laws and pardons were voided.
Yes, I heard that. I did hear that.
Hmm.
That's pretty amazing and awesome.
Right, right. I would agree because I'm
Yeah.
sure there was a lot done by someone doing the puppet strings, Obama.
Oh yeah.
And um,
And others in the Biden administration.
right, right,
Yeah.
Hillary. Um, whomever, nameless people.
Ever. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
6, 7. Sorry.
Uh,
This will be in the archives one day and they'll be like, what are they talking about? And why is that funny?
I don't know. Yeah, and we're gonna be like, we don't know why it was funny either. We just make it funny.
We just went along with the trend
Yeah,
because we're stylish.
we're awesome.
And the government shutdown. I don't know if you
Hmm.
had heard that they were saying a lot of people were taking to social media and saying if they could not get their food stamps and their different benefits, they were just going to steal from the grocery store because they were owed.
Why don't they just go get jobs?
Well, and I do have to say there are some people who need this program and are using it properly,
Yeah,
someone
but
who
it's
can't
only a
work,
fraction of the
elderly.
people that are actually on it.
Right,
If you're
right,
able-bodied enough to steal, then you're able-bodied enough to work. And
right.
there's lots of different ways to get jobs now. You can work online, you can work remote, you can do all these different things. There's
Hmm.
absolutely no reason for all of these people to be on government assistance. Government assistance was never meant to be a lifestyle, which it has become.
Hmm.
And, it's like, yeah, you're on it and they need to really overhaul it. It's just really, it's disgusting. It's pathetic. And it's just not resemblance of what people should be doing in this country. This country was not founded by losers and victims, that want to sit around and collect money from the government.
Right.
I'm like, really? Like, that's so sad of a life. Go do something. Go make something of yourself. Go
Hmm.
teach your kids to be better than you. That's what my dad did. He's like, you can't look, we came to this country with nothing. You have no excuse not to be successful in this country. What are you,
Right,
a loser? My dad would say, like, I don't have time for losers. No,
right,
you're gonna be a winner. You're gonna make something of yourself.
right.
Guess what? All three of his kids are very successful.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks Dad for being honest. Thanks Dad for pushing us. Thanks Dad for not accepting being mediocre and knowing that we're capable of more. Like
Right.
I remember like I do remember I remember this. I was probably like 5. My brother was 3. My sister was 7. My dad sat the three of us down on the couch, and he sat on the couch across from us, and he said to us, "This is burned in my memory. I was only like 4 or 5 years old.
Hmm.
You live in America. You can do anything you want to do. No
Hmm.
excuses. That's it." And that was it. You live in America. You can do anything you want to do. There are no excuses. Full
Hmm.
stop.
Yeah.
That was it. And then he
Right.
got up, and the three of us were like, okay. We went back to watching Three's Company. And we're like, all right, whatever. Yeah. And so, but yeah. Yeah. So my sister is a phenomenal artist. She teaches art to, from K through 8. She loves her job. They love her. She's highly talented. She's talented enough to be in museums and galleries if she really wanted to. But she
Awesome.
found her passion and she's doing what she wants to do. And again, highly successful in what she's doing. Uh,
Hmm.
my brother owns a jewelry store. He does
Hmm.
custom designs and everything like that. He and his wife, they have that business and, she runs the day to day. And my brother does a lot of the custom stuff, like I said, but highly successful. You know,
Hmm.
I'm in the corporate world and, I was an executive at Hewlett Packard Company and I left so that I could do more family life stuff. And I work at, an executive at another, another firm. There's no reason.
Hmm.
No reason. There's nothing. My dad came here with nothing. My mom didn't. My mom and dad came with my sister when she was 25 days old from Turkey because they were leaving persecution.
Hmm.
And my dad set himself up. He worked three part-time jobs until he got a full-time job at UPS. And then he saved up his money so he could open a jewelry store.
Hmm.
And he had a highly successful jewelry store for over 40 years. So what
Hmm.
is the excuse people have? Other than
Right.
they have a victim mentality, they're lazy, they've never been told they can do anything because the environment they live in is so incestuous with people who live off the system that that's all they know and they think that's
Hmm.
normal. Yeah, but no,
Right.
good. I hope people do get cut off and I hope they realize they have to work for things just like everybody else does. There's nothing special about them. Yes, there are some people who need these programs. Let those people get those programs. Not
Hmm.
everybody that's on them needs them or deserves them.
Right. And
Yeah.
I do just want to highlight that we're not saying that there aren't people who are using it properly and who need
No,
it
I
and
just
that
said
it's
there are
helping them.
people who do need it, but not
Hmm.
everyone that's
Right.
on there needs it.
Right.
Yeah. No,
Nobody wants kids starving.
no, no.
No.
And you
Which
know
is
what?
something they
You're not
say
going
that.
to because look at how many food banks there are. Look at how many church organizations there are. Look at how many other ways they can get support that they need.
Hmm.
Nobody wants little kids to starve. Nobody's saying that.
Right.
It's shut down. The government shut down because the Democrats want to give illegals all the stuff that US citizens should be getting. Why should someone here who's illegally have all the same rights as someone who is here legally or was born in this country and is a
Right.
US citizen? So no, I don't blame the Republicans. I blame the Democrats because they are pandering to a group of people because they want to eventually give them the right to vote in our elections.
Right.
Why a non-US citizen should ever be allowed to vote in any election is beyond me.
I mean, I went to Italy. It didn't occur to me to try to vote in their election.
Well, no, because there's no benefit to you if you do.
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't even
But
have crossed my
speaking of
mind.
Italy, oh my gosh, Giorgia Meloni, oh my gosh. Do you know who she is?
No, not off the cuff.
She's the leader of Italy.
Okay.
Look her up. I love this woman. She is strong. She is amazing. She gave a speech, and this
Hmm.
is what people are saying, like really solidified her in Italian politics. She's been involved in politics like her whole life.
Okay.
And now she's the leader. And in a speech, at a rally or wherever, she said, "I am in Georgia. I am a woman. I am a mother. I am an Italian. I am a Christian. I am this." And she's like, "And nobody is going to take that away from me." And everyone lost their minds. It was so amazing. She was like so forceful and so powerful when she said, "Oh, I watched that clip. I've watched it probably at least a dozen or so times." And
Wow.
yeah, just amazing, amazing woman. And she stands up for herself and she's hardline. She's like, "No, we don't want all this immigration. No, we don't want these wars. No, we don't want this. We're not going to do this. Europe
Right.
is not going to dictate what we do in Italy. Germany wants to go ruin their country, which they already did. We'll let them. But Italy is not going to turn into Germany. Italy
Right.
is not
Right.
going to turn into the UK. Italy is not going to destroy itself to make it look like they're, politically correct.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's phenomenal. I love her.
That's
Love her.
awesome.
And then I don't know if you saw, but the new Prime Minister of Japan.
Okay.
Again, she's a very strong conservative woman.
Hmm.
The first Prime Minister of Japan. Um, and she's again no nonsense with that stuff. She has now somebody in her administration, in her cabinet, whose focus is to deport illegal people. That's all I do. And so she brought in a woman to do that as well. And people are losing their minds, like not Japanese people, But
Hmm.
outside saying, "Oh, that's horrible," and this and that, and it's like, no, no. She's like, "I'm taking care of my country. Japan is going to stay Japan." What's wrong with that? Nothing. And
Nothing.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if she still does it, but they were like making a big deal out of it that she still is driving her 1991 Toyota Supra. And she loves the cars. Like she's posing in front of it and like just,
Yeah.
inside the car. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome lady. And she had a phenomenal meeting with Trump when he was there. Um, she gifted the US 250 cherry blossoms, in honor of our 250th birthday. Uh,
Hmm.
Same thing with Georgia. I'm not saying she's like, a huge Trump lover or anything like that, but she does have a lot of tendencies towards the way that Trump does things and the way he thinks about things. And,
Hmm.
she's her own person. She's independent. She's going to do what's right for Italy, but in the same way that Trump wants to do what's right for the US.
Right.
And so you're starting to see these types of women emerging,
Hmm.
leaders emerging, but they don't get the press that other women do who are liberal, right? You would think that the feminists would be heralding the first woman female prime minister in Japan, like losing their minds, going, "This is such a great day," blah, blah, blah. How many of them are even talking about it? None.
Right.
Because she's not on their side. She's a conservative. Same thing with Georgia. Um, you would think like strong, tough, brilliant, all this stuff can hold her own against all these world leaders. Not one peep about her because she's
Yes.
not a leftist, because she's
Doesn't fit the narrative.
really, yeah, she's conservative and she cares about her country.
Hmm.
So, yeah, those are the women that I want my nieces to look up to and say, yeah, this is amazing. You
Hmm.
can be a world leader and be conservative and stand up for yourself and your family values and your country's values and your religion's values.
Hmm.
And yeah, but the leftists won't do that because they're too busy saying that boys can have periods.
The girls don't even want them.
That's the insanity of it. Feminists in America are marching for boys to be able to go into women's sports and restrooms, whereas real women, real strong women around the world are fighting for their
Hmm.
country's salvation, for their country's identity, for what's good for their country as a whole, not
Hmm.
for a fraction of the population that has a mental illness.
Well, once again, you kind of naturally segued into another topic I've got on here. Glamour in the UK
Oh my
announced a group.
gosh.
So I'm going to tell the viewers, for those that don't
Yeah.
know, but announced a group of trans women as among its 2025 Women of the Year. And in particular, this gave outrage to the outspoken author J.K. Rowling,
Love
who
her.
said the honor sends the wrong message to girls.
Yeah.
The British Glossy said it was bestowing the annual award to 9 trans women dubbed the Dolls, saying these trailblazers, work tirelessly to empower, uplift, and celebrate trans voices. But Rowling, the Harry Potter author who's spoken out against trans issues, panned the decision. I grew up in an era where mainstream women's magazines told girls they needed to be thinner and prettier. Now, mainstream women's magazines tell girls that men are better women than they are.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And again, feminism is a joke. Feminism is nothing more than a joke at this point. Yes, it had its place. Women should be able to vote. Women should be able to do what they need to do, blah, blah, blah. This is not feminism. This is lunacy. And anybody who says that a boy dressed up as a girl is more of a woman than an actual biological woman is also mentally ill and lives in delusion. There's no way that so out of all the millions of women in the UK, they had to find 9 boys or men dressed up as women to make them women of the year. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. So same thing like when Caitlyn Jenner won, um, when Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn and he won an award for, I think it was ESPN awards. I don't know if it was like Woman Athlete of the Year or some stupid thing like that, but he got the award for his bravery or something to say that his name is Caitlyn instead of Bruce. I don't know, some ridiculousness.
Yeah.
You couldn't find a real woman to honor in all of the sports? You could, like, really? This is what you're saying, that men are better women than women are.
I mean, and I don't have anything against trans people. I really don't. But taking these kudos and credentials and opportunities away from our girls and women, that's wrong. And I don't consider myself a feminist, but I consider myself
I'm not a
someone who
feminist.
knows that women are just as great, if not better. I mean, usually better than men, other than
Yeah.
peeing our name in the snow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but women have XX chromosomes, men have XY. That's
But
it.
I mean, again, telling girls that men are better women
Yeah, that's really
than
what
they
they're
are.
doing. Every time they do that kind of thing, every time they pick one of these trans losers as a spokesperson or spokesmodel for any brand, they're saying that this guy dressed up in costume is a better girl or a better woman than you, who are naturally and biologically a girl or woman.
I mean,
And
if it's a makeup line or something and they're using the cosmetics, I don't have a problem with that.
care,
And I
yeah,
don't,
because they're using the product. I get it. It's makeup, but
right.
and quite frankly, not all of them are very attractive, but some of them are, and
Some of them are.
not all.
Yeah, not all. Just like all women aren't. Some
Yeah,
of them are,
exactly. There's
some
a
women
small
are duped.
fraction of them that are actually attractive, and that you can't tell. You're like, oh, really? That was a man? Okay, well, but it's just one of those things where I don't, we're not allowed to criticize that, but then they lose their minds for like what's her name? Sydney Sweetney or something like that,
Sydney
the
Sweeney.
American Eagle. And they were like, oh my God, it's such a bad signal. You know what? God bless her, because that is red-blooded Americanism right there. And that's what we should be promoting. Women
Hmm.
in women's clothing, women promoting other women to say, hey, you should be looking not exactly like her, but you shouldn't weigh 300 pounds either and think that you're hot.
I mean, if body positivity meant just body positivity, where, you know what, I love myself. I'm not a supermodel, but I love
Yeah.
myself. That's a good message. But if I say, I love myself, I'm 300 pounds and I don't need to change,
Yeah.
no, you're at risk for diabetes if you don't already have it.
Not just that, you're risk for a whole bunch of other health issues, which you want us to pay for through government programs.
Right.
So, yeah, no, yeah, no, we got to stop all this insanity and ridiculous thinking. People are lost their minds. There's nothing attractive about any of that.
I mean, if there was a category that had something of people of the year and it was men, women,
Why
and
don't you just make it a
transgenders,
make it a trans category? You think they're
I,
so awesome? Make one just for them.
I wouldn't have a problem with that either. I'm sure there's some trailblazers. I didn't read the article. That's a funny thing
Bottom
about it.
line, there are only two genders. Bottom line,
I hear you.
boy, girl, X,
Yeah.
XY, man, woman.
Yeah.
That's it. You cannot change who you are. You can't change who you are.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. So again, go live your life, do what you want, but don't force it and don't be parading it around children either and acting like this is the greatest thing. No. And then trying to confuse kids. That's the whole thing with me. Stay away from the kids. Why do
There's
you need
some
to be around children in promoting this?
there's some new professor at Harvard on a short-term basis or something. It's a drag queen. I can't remember what she's teaching, but it's like the
Nothing.
average class is how much at Harvard, and there's a drag queen teaching some frivolous class.
Yeah. Yeah. No, all of these institutions have lost all credibility. It's like, oh, great, you went to Harvard, big deal. Like, how did you get in? It was, what what did you do there? What did you actually learn that's going to help you in the real world? Nothing.
Right.
Good, great. I'd rather hire someone who didn't go to college, who has tons of experience in the real world and can actually make a difference in a company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to keep an eye on the time. Oh, we have gone way over.
Oh,
Yep. I think I have one more point.
mm.
Oh, I'm going to end on this high note.
Is it your sweater? I love it.
Thank you.
Did you make it?
No, no, I did not.
That's so funny.
People, if you want to really know, you can private message us for that story.
That's awesome. You'll want that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll want to know that.
So JD Vance, I just had to say, took some questions at a Turning Point USA event and showed us why he is our next president, 2028.
Love him.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, love him. Yeah, I don't I when Trump first picked him, I was not I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting pick." And I did my research on him and I learned more about him and his wife and family and his political views and stances and history and everything. Because he was a one of those like never Trumpers. And man, did he do a 180, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I love him. I can't wait for I love that we have Trump because Trump is awesome. And
Mm-hmm.
he brings a level of just I don't care about your bullshit type of thing. I'm going to do what's right for the country and do things
Mm-hmm.
smart. But then JD Vance just has a little bit more of polish or tact to it, which is
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. Yeah. So
Right.
all on board. And I don't know if you heard or he was on the plane and Marco Rubio was behind him. And he's like, I think if they put a team together of Vance and Rubio, it'd be unstoppable. And Marco Rubio was laughing in the back when he goes, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I think that'd be a great combination. But who knows what
Yeah.
they're going to do? But I think that would be a great one because you know how he is. Like, it's like I put it out
Yeah.
there, so it better get done.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
would not. I would not complain about that. I do love
Mm-hmm.
DeSantis. I'm going to put that out there. I think, oh my gosh, we have the best governor, don't we? I love him.
We really do. I
Oh,
mean, especially during COVID, I probably
yes.
thanked God for him a couple times a day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. He so brilliant. So yeah, nothing taken away from DeSantis. I think that he would be also a phenomenal president
Mm-hmm.
one day. And I don't know if he's going to run again for governor. I don't know if or not, but I'm
Right.
just thankful for every day that we have him as our governor.
Mm-hmm. He's done so
Phenomenal,
much good for
phenomenal
us.
man. I don't think he's
Mm-hmm.
running again, actually. No, he's probably going to look for other aspirations, which he should. But he was
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal, and we're such a blessed state to have him.
Mm-hmm. 100, 1,000,000,000% agree.
6, 7.
Well, if you don't have anything else in the to say in the meantime, since we've gone over, I'm going to sign us off.
I think that's about time.
Okay. So don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
Bye, everyone. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Helen. Have a great one.